Last year was quite the year. I really didn't have any expectations for the book. I just knew that it needed to be written and that I was the one who needed to write it. This is why she's called my soul book. I really wish I knew these stories sooner. Maybe I wouldn't have dealt with the identity issues I had growing up if I did. So, here she is. So it came in. I'm really scared to open this. Alright, let's do it. How do I open this? I guess I just fit. She looks beautiful. See the colors? Look at all shades. This cover, it's like
beautiful.
You see the different shades of brown.
Yeah.
The different textures of hair.
Mm-hmm.
The different professions. You got a beauty queen, you got an actor, chemist, teacher. It's like, man. So it's a good size, right?
It's huge.
Do you think it's too big?
Like, even on a screen, you know what I mean, on FaceTime, it looks huge.
Doesn't it look beautiful?
It's a beautiful size, yeah. Yeah. Those look good. Those look really good.
Right? I remember when I got the proof of the book, I was in tears. All the late nights, early mornings, frustrations, and setbacks all became worth it in that moment. I knew I wanted all the women to be together on the cover to show unity. Seeing the finished product, the different skin tones and hair, and seeing them all stand together was such an overwhelming moment for me. I was so proud and so grateful that I was the one given the idea to birth this beautiful vision. And then seeing the children's reactions to the book, hearing them share their favorite heroine, how they all identified with someone different in the book made me so happy.
My favorite character from the story was the beauty queen because she was pretty and powerful. She looks like she has the same skin as me.
I remember being nervous about how the book would be received. I put so much pressure on myself. My inner critic was so loud. I questioned everything. Thankfully, the purpose of this book was bigger than me because she's here and she was received the way she was supposed to be, which is a source of remembrance and inspiration.
How did you two get this project together? Why was it so important to do this book?
So it was actually inspired by my inner child. After doing the research of these women, I wish I had these stories growing up. And I grew up with Amelia Earhart and Rosa Parks, and I thought, what if we knew about Maria Rosa or Nieves Fernandez? To have ancestors that looked like me
Sure.
was so powerful. So I was really excited, wanted to get a book out, thought about Castiel because I saw one of her illustrations that reminded me of an indigenous woman, and Kalayaan was born.
Wow, yeah.
Everyone who's come into contact with the book has been so encouraging, and I've met so many beautiful people. I have so many memorable moments. One was when I did a book reading for 54th grade girls. I always do an activity with the kids after my book readings. This time was to draw themselves and give themselves a word so they would be writing their own affirmation. I wanted to make sure every girl felt seen and heard. So I signed everyone's book and looked over all their drawings and words to affirm them. One little girl wrote that she was stupid. That broke my heart. Thankfully, we were able to talk her through that moment and love on her. She went from crying to smiling before she left, and that was it for me. It felt like that moment was God making it a point to show me the vision I had was true. So right now, I am priming the wall. There's primer and paint in one, which makes my life a little easier. This is my first time doing a wall, so don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm acting like I do. And at the end of the day, it's going to come out beautiful. I always had a vision of sharing the women in the book on other mediums. If we can celebrate and paint Rosa Parks, Michelle Obama, and Mona Lisa, why can't we paint these women? Their stories are just as valuable. Shout out to Rob, the owner of Kalayaan, for letting me turn his outside seating area into a Kalayaan seating area.
Cheers!
My next memorable moment was seeing the women in Times Square. It was surreal. I thought about the women and hoped that they were proud, knowing that they were being remembered. Their stories were being remembered. What they did is not forgotten.
Thank you to my ancestors for the words given to me to be written on pages that will forever educate and inspire anyone who reads it. I pray the reader receives the message that the book was written for, which is love, inspiration, education, and unity. To my beloved Filipino community, the more we learn and understand our history, the more we can heal and grow together. I pray this book inspires meaningful conversations about our rich culture, leading to a deeper understanding of who we are. May it instill pride and confidence, knowing the resiliency and unwavering determination that flow through our veins. Let this inspire your journey of connecting to your roots and knowing your ancestors. Where you see power, wit, love, and kindness, continue their legacy in making the world a better place. Where you see pain and injustice, use the freedom of choice to be and do better. Together, let's continue to celebrate our shared values, build bridges of understanding, and empower future generations to reach new heights. Kapwa, we are all one.
My focus was strictly on sharing these women's stories. I never thought about awards. I really couldn't think that far. So when I was asked to attend the Bergen County Commemoration for the 125th year anniversary of Filipina independence and flag-raising ceremony to give special remarks and then receive certificates for writing the book, I was so grateful. Two other pinch me moments were when I did a book reading with Phoebe Anderson, who lived through World War II and wrote the book From Sweet Potatoes to French Fries in the Kalayaan Hall at the Consulate in New York City. I remember in the early stages of writing the book saying I wanted to do an event at the Consulate. And the second was being able to bring her home to the Philippines. You can find her in the Filipina Heritage Library at the Ayala Museum in Pampanga with Makiramdam. I'm sharing all of this to say thank you. If you've bought the book or just followed my journey up until now, thank you for letting the little girl in me feel seen and heard. I am forever grateful. Kapwa, we are all one.